Now, one of my favorite things and something that I love are pirates. I love pirates, being able to experience them whether it be in movies or even in video games. However, even then, there aren't that many things that are about pirates, and that's a big shame because, like, pirates are awesome. Pirates are awesome, and I really wish we had more things about pirates, but, we do have the Pirates of the Caribbean, but I wish we had, more games and all that for pirates. But there are two amazing pirate games, and those being Assassin's Creed 4 and Sea of Thieves that have come out. Now, I'm not comparing these two games, don't worry, because one is definitely better than the other. However, today, I will be defending Sea of Thieves, which I fully believe gets so much unnecessary hate, and it's not only one of Xbox's best games ever, but also one of the best games this gen. Now, I want to start this off by just talking about the visuals of Sea of Thieves and just how beautiful everything looks. When I say that Sea of Thieves is the best looking game I've ever seen this gen, and out of every game I've ever played, I am not lying. Especially when it is a clear sunny day, the game looks fantastic. And combine this with the ambient sounds of the waves and the wood on your ship, like cracking, I just love it. However, it's not even the ocean and the sky that looks beautiful, but also the islands, with my favorite being Golden Sands Outpost. Just look at how amazing this game looks. It just looks awesome. And combine this with the Ashen Islands, the volcanoes, and in the Devil's Roar, and the volcanoes erupting. This game's just beautiful, and everything about it just looks amazing, and is easily the best looking game I've ever played. Now, Sea of Thieves doesn't actually have a story mode. There are some story things in it, but there's not really a story mode or even a story. And I honestly love that about this game. Sea of Thieves is all about living the pirate life and finding as much treasure and fighting other pirates for treasure. I honestly love that this game is about that, because there isn't any big bad guy or goal you have to reach. There's not a certain destination. Really, your only goal is really trying to make as much money as you can and become a pirate legend. Also, sailing around to island is just so much fun and calming, but also fighting the enemies in the sea. Ranging from the Megalodon to the Kraken to the skeleton pirates that you meet on islands, to even skeleton ships that peer up out of water. It's so much fun to fight against them. And of course, I cannot forget the PvP, which is actually a lot of fun. I am honestly not a fan of PvP. The most PvP I like doing in games are multiplayer modes in Halo and Call of Duty. However, the PvP in Sea of Thieves is so great. I really like that you could just be sailing somewhere, but then you see a ship off in the distance, and you have to make a decision. Do you want to fight this other ship, or do you want to try and find another way around them? Try and find a way to not fight them and all that. And that really adds, when you have treasures, should I risk losing all this treasure I have, or should I find a way to get around them and have them not see me? And fighting in PvP is so much fun. Even though I really suck at it when it comes down to it, I still have a lot of fun with it. But honestly, I'm just gonna say, screw the people who you're fighting PvP and they go and hide on your ship and spawn kill you over and over again. You guys know who you are, and I hate you. I hate you because what these people do is they go and kill you, and then they go hide on your ship and then spawn kill you over and over again when you spawn in. And they don't do anything until your boat sinks. It's just sink the boat with your ship. Come on, man. Now, in Sea of Thieves, the quests that you do are called Voyages, and you can get them from the people representing a certain trading company on the outpost. The groups are the Gold Hoarders, the Order of Souls, which is my personal favorite, and the Merchant Alliance. And there are also some other voyages, like the one for the Shroud Breaker, which is really fun to do. I honestly only do the Gold Hoarders and the Order of Souls voyages because they are the most fun for me. However, I do sometimes like to fish and go and sell the fish to Merrick and get some reputation for the Hunters call group. Now, reputation earned by doing voyages and selling off the treasure that you get while you're on your voyages, and these will not only give you money, but make you very wealthy pirate, but will also allow you to get closer to pirate legend, which is basically the highest rank in Sea of Thieves, and you could say is your ultimate goal in Sea of Thieves is to become a pirate legend. Now, if I was comparing Assassin's Creed 4 to Sea of Thieves, then Assassin's Creed 4 would not only win in a landslide when it comes to just Shanties, but just in general, because even though I love Sea of Thieves, I will say Assassin's Creed 4 is a better game than Sea of Thieves. But, like, especially when it comes to Shanties, the Shanties in Assassin's Creed 4 are so much better. However, this game still have amazing Shanties. My favorite shanty being Summon the Megalodon. I love that song so much. I could just listen nonstop, and especially those videos where it's like all four and like every instrument playing the song. I love it. But it's honestly so much fun to sail around the ocean and just playing sea shanties, or even when you come across someone and you and that person start playing together. Like, that's happened to me many times, and I love it so much. Honestly, listening to the shanties is just so great. I love the sound when every instrument is playing, and like at the time of this recording, Rare has added newer shanties to the game, and they are just so much more. They are so much fun to play, and I always love new shanties, but I have to say they will never beat Assassin's Creed 4, but they are still amazing. Now, this is something I hear some people complain about for the game. They say that this game has microtransactions, and Microsoft's bad because they put microtransactions in this game. I honestly have to ask, does it actually have microtransactions though? Because I've played many hours of Sea of Thieves, and I haven't once come across or bought a single microtransaction. And also, if there even are microtransactions, as long as they're just cosmetic, it's not that bad, people. Like, come on. Like, people always... I always see people freak out when it comes to microtransactions, but it's like, well, it's just cosmetics. It's like, whatever. And also, if someone did go and buy it, it's like, okay, that's their choice. If someone went and bought something in Sea of Thieves using real money, that is that person's decision. You cannot tell people what they can't, what they should or should not, or can or cannot buy, and all that. I know I don't like when people tell me what I can and cannot do with my money. There have been things I've regretted buying, like I've regretted buying Minecraft Story Mode. I bought that. If I remember correctly, it was $20, but I regret buying it. I hate that game, but I bought it. Now I have to live with my decision. So you can't really tell people you cannot spend your money on this when it's their money. People will use their money on really whatever they want, even if it might be a mistake, even if they might regret it, even if they might hate it. That's their choice. But even this complaint and argument, I don't even think is even valid, because I haven't seen a single microtransaction in this game in all the time I've been playing Sea of Thieves. So I don't even know if this is even a valid argument or complaint with the game. He's like, yeah, you could say that, oh, there are microtransactions, it's just you aren't looking for them. It's like, well, isn't that a good thing that I'm not seeing them? People are saying the microtransactions, like, I'm not seeing any of them. And again, it's like, if someone goes and buys it, that's their decision. And if you're going to use the argument of, well, kids can, like, if a kid's playing it, then they can use all the parents' money. Okay, I'm just going to say, first off, kids should not be playing online games. Like, especially online games with adults. Like, they just shouldn't. Because I know when I'm playing an online game, or just a game in general, I'm not going to watch what I say just in case there's a kid there. And two, a kid should not even have access to the parents' money. Like, the parents should be in charge of what is spent. Even if it's connected to the Xbox, they should be in charge. It's like that just makes sense to me. Now, I know many would disagree with me here, but Sea of Thieves is honestly the best game that Rare has ever made, in my opinion, and I would say that Microsoft has made Rare better and where it has done better under Microsoft instead of Nintendo. Now, I know many people like to say that, no, Microsoft ruined Rare, but I don't see that. Like, every time I look at it, I'm like, no, they made Rare better. And people always point out the Kinect games, where it's like, okay. Like do you not... I know I'm not really a fan of platformers, so I'm not a huge fan of their older games like the N64, but you look at anyone, and you tell them, like, name some good Rare games, they always go back to N64. Anything after N64, no one even mentions. So it's like, are you not even going to mention that? That was even after... No, that was even before Microsoft even bought them. They were still working with Nintendo. Like, come on, people. Like, again, this is most likely because I'm not a fan of platformers. Like, I do like Banjo and Conquer Bad Fur Day, but I'm not a big platformers fan. I honestly don't like platformers at all. And I think this is why I like Sea of Thieves more than any other Rare game, because it's, like, different and it's honestly a lot more fun to me. Sea of Thieves is definitely one of my favorite games ever made, and my favorite games this gen. I really do love this game, and I honestly do not understand the hate Sea of Thieves gets, because even from the very beginning, we basically knew what this game was going to be about and all that because of the beta. Like, Rare gave us, like, showed us exactly what kind of game it was going to be, and people expected differently. I don't know. Now, Sea of Thieves is definitely one of Xbox's best games ever, and I really hope this game ends up like Minecraft, where it can last a long time, and more people keep playing it and having a lot of fun with it, and maybe even grow as big as Minecraft. I think Sea of Thieves is Rare's best-selling game that they've ever made, which people always like to bring up sales when saying how good a game is. How about that? I don't like bringing up sales because sales do nothing to me as a consumer. But it's like, to all the people who always bring up sales, how about Sea of Thieves being the biggest selling game for Rare? Does that not mean it's good? And with the amount of people that play Sea of Thieves, it's really great. Like, that must mean that it's fun, right? Using their logic? No. But I love this game, and if you haven't tried it, I really recommend it. It's an amazing game, and really one of Xbox's best games that they ever made. I wouldn't want them to make a Sea of Thieves 2. Just having one game of Sea of Thieves, that's perfectly fine. I just want them to continue with this game. Like, keep supporting it as long as Mojang is supporting Minecraft. Like I want Rare to always have a team, like have a team keeping Sea of Thieves going for just as long as possible, because I do want to keep playing this game for however long I play it, because I do love this game.